Let's talk round 3.
Okay.
Who would you like the Niners to take in round 3? They got 2 picks, 75 and 100.
I mean, for me in round 3, if he was there, Harold Fannin Jr.
Wow.
Tight end out of Bowling Green. I really like him. I think
trading Kittle the next day?
No, but I mean, I'm smirking at him when we make the pick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like as soon as we make the pick, I'm kind of giving him a side eye. Like, you go to give him a call, call your new teammate. You know, one thing I like about him, he's 6'3", 241, 4.740. So he's not as fast as George. George, that's one thing that George doesn't get credit for. People forget George was a 4'6", 4'5" guy coming out of Iowa. George can move. But one thing that I love about him, strengths, his route running. George can never run routes like this kid. This kid runs routes like a receiver. He's got elite route running technique. He manipulates defenders. He almost gives me a little bit of Jordan Reed, man, with just like that dead leg style of him being where you're not, kind of off tempo, pulling the string type of movement. I love that. He's got great hands. He catches everything, and he's got ball skills. He got more than hands. He can go up and get the ball. He can go up and get the ball in contested. He can get the ball with under duress, with the guys hanging all over him. I've seen him make catches that are receiver worthy. He's got a natural feel for finding soft spots in zone coverage, and he's surprisingly effective blocker despite his size. That's one reason why I think they're going to get him, is that what checks out for me rather is what we know here in San Francisco as no block, no rock. You don't block, you ain't getting the ball. And this kid, for as talented as he is with getting the ball in his hands, he's just as effective without it. I love the pick. I think it would be a solid pick. And also, the reason why I'm going tight end is I think it's a little bit of a selfish pick. You know, round 3 is where Kyle kind of lets it be known exactly what he wants. So, Harold Fannin.
I like it. To me, though, I'm still trying to, like, if I were Robert Saleh, I'd be like, hey, Kyle, fuck you, Harold Fannin Jr. Get the hell out of here. Like, you want to back up tight end? Like, no, I need a starting defensive tackle, man. Like, get the hell out of here. So I don't know. Maybe Kyle would overrule him, but I would like be begging, like, can we please, like, let's say they just took Carson in round 2. I'd really like to take the best defensive tackle available right now.
All right, I got a name for you.
Yeah.
Darius Alexander out of Toledo.
Bingo. Or Norman
Lott.
Whoever falls to 75. CJ West. I want
CJ West. Yeah.
I want him right now. So Kyle, I know you like Jordan Reed, and I know he'd be a great piece for you, man, but
forget that. You know who my sleeper is? I'm about to spread the word. You know who my sleeper is that the Niners should get? Vernon Broughton out of Texas.
Okay.
Defensive tackle out of Texas, Vernon Broughton. If we got if we picked up Vernon Broughton in the second, I wouldn't be mad.
Okay, tell us about him. I don't know about him.
6'5", 315, 3-tech penetrator. All right, 35-inch arms. Dude, this guy, who's the other guy? Alfred, whatever his name is. Yeah, Alfred Collins. Alfred Collins is getting looked at in the NFL because of Vernon Broughton. Okay. All right, because of the production that he has. Vernon Broughton is He's got one of the most explosive first steps in the draft. All right, he's got powerful hands with a nasty punch in close quarters. He's got rare closing speed. He's 315 pounds at 6'5", and the boy runs damn near a 4.9. That's what we talking about with what's my guy that we just brought up? TJ Sanders runs a 4.9. All right. Mm-hmm. One thing also is that he's got advanced pass rush repertoire featuring a devastating club swim. He's outstanding leverage player with consistently plays with proper pad level. And one thing I like about him, because he's so big, I mean, Kenneth Grant has been getting all this love because he's 20 pounds heavier. But dude, he's got a high motor. He rushes relentlessly. He brings energy on every snap.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Where he's ranked overall, CBS?
Where?
75.
Bro. Vernon Broughton. I'm telling you, that is the guy, bro.
I like it. I'm sold. You just sold me on Vernon Broughton. 75.
He is the truth, Ruth.
Okay, so So we have basically agreed. Well, at 100, let's say they go linebacker in round 2. Let's just go with mine for a second. Linebacker in round 2, Vernon Broughton in round 3, DT. They could go offensive line.
Okay.
Although they are paying Spencer Burford more than $3 million this year. And I have a hard time seeing the Niners put that kind of money on the bench when they're being so cheap. But they could go offensive line, or they could just go 4 defensive picks in a row and get a DB. What would you like to do?
So we've picked up Mikael Williams first round. Yep. We picked up Swissinger in the second round. Yep. We picked up Vernon Broughton in the third.
Yep. We're having a great draft.
We're having a phenomenal draft.
Yes.
All right. So in the fourth round,
you could go offensive line. I mean, you're gonna give Brock Purdy so much money. I mean, it would be smart to address the offensive line. Any position, upgrade, whatever, one position. Left guard, center, right tackle.
I'm going safety.
I don't know what the answer is here.
I'm going safety.
Okay.
Andrew Makuba.
Okay.
We need one. We do not have a free safety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tyler Brown isn't.
He's not it.
He
ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And we're being fair, but he ain't it. And we need somebody who can actually not be afraid of receivers. True speed. One thing about Drew is that Drew is a hard hitter, man, but he plays outside of his body. This is a 4-3. This is a 4-3 guy. All right, 6 foot, 195. All right, and I'll tell you, as far as strengths are concerned, he's explosive. He's got really good processing speed, and he plays at his speed. He's got natural ball skills that jump off the tape. His flip hip transitions allow him to flip and run with receivers without losing a step, and he's got a really high football IQ. He was Jahdae Barron's road dog. It was him and Andrew Makuba on that Texas secondary who were terrorizing folks week in and week out. All right, this will be a good get. I think sooner or later we're going to have to face the issue of the safety situation. And with Vernon Broughton and Mikael Williams and a linebacker, I feel like we've dealt with the front 7. It's time to deal with the back end.
PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code COHN, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you. I like it. I just feel like if the Niners were to make these exact picks, I would crush them for it. Being like, hold on, you didn't address your offensive line at all. You use it as an excuse. You're going to pay Brock Purdy and nothing, no one, again. So, and maybe like they need to trade down and get another pick. I'm not exactly sure where they take the offensive lineman, but I feel like they almost have to take one. I don't know. I
got you. Rock with me.
Okay.
So we done been in the 4 rounds, right? Don't we got a second, 4th round pick?
Yeah. So I mean, they pick at 100, then they pick again at 113.
I got you. What you want? What you want, dog? You want a guard? You want a tackle? What you want? Talk to me.
I mean, at this point, I'll take a starting guard if you can find one.
Caleb Rogers.
Spencer Burford isn't necessarily the greatest.
Caleb Rogers out of Texas Tech.
All right. There you go.
6'5", 315, outside zone tackle. Niners already met with.
Oh, bingo. What?
Caleb Rogers is our guy, Grant. I'm telling you.
There you go.
So we already got.
ESPN has him at 122.
That's in our range.
Caleb Rogers. Yeah, that's right there. So you could get him in round 4 if you needed to. And you could get this Makuba in round 3.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Get Andrew Makuba.
And Rodgers is another one of these tackles that you could put at guard for a year.
He's going to play. He plays guard.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
He's 6'5", 310 pounds.
Okay.
He's going to be an automatic upgrade over Spencer Burford.
Okay.
One thing I love about him is that he's very conscientious as a player. He knows how to pass off stunts and twists very well. Okay. He's got excellent vision and spatial awareness when he pulls. You know, one of the issues with Dominic Puni this year in his rookie year is that he had a hard time with his spatial awareness in pulling. He would pull. Sometimes he'd be too wide. Sometimes he wouldn't know where the defender was and they'd get to him a little too soon. This guy always makes the calibrations to be able to make that pull work, which Kyle loves. One thing I love about him, too, is that he anchors with his lower body strength. He's just not 300 pounds for nothing. And he's got impressive growth, right? Year over year, he's cutting his pressures rate nearly in half between 2022 as a left tackle and his final 2 seasons. So this guy has played kind of like the creme de la creme position. He's played left tackle. Moving him in at guard, sticking him next to a guy like Trent Williams, that'd be phenomenal for him. And this is a tough, nasty player. One of the reasons why I think he's going to be a guard is because he's got short arms. His arms are short. I think he's got 32-inch arms. So he'd be a good guard for us, and I'd love that pick.
One position I think is an underrated need that the Niners might address on day 2 today is corner. I mean, you can't have enough good corners. There's so many teams that'll throw 3 and 4 wide receivers out there. Mm-hmm. The Niners have 2 good corners. They could use a third. And at pick 100, I feel like they could get a good one. There's Zoff Frazier, who's like traitsy. He's like 6'3", ran a 4.3. Mm-hmm. Or they could take Noel Williams from Cal. I think they met with him. He had 7 picks this last year. He's a really good zone cornerback, and I think he would fit the scheme. So that's a position I'm looking at the Niners to take. They could wait until round 4 or maybe even 5 to take that position. But like I'm looking at the corner that they draft, that guy could play 70% of their snaps this year. I mean, because if it's not him as the number 3 corner, who's it going to be? Trey Brown?
Then let's flip the script in, Grant. Yeah. Because I see something that could actually help us.
Yeah.
So I picked up Andrew Makuba in round 3, right?
Right.
Switch out Andrew Makuba.
Okay.
And tell me who you would get in round 3 as a corner.
Well, let me see.
Because I got a safety that we can get in round 4, where you would get Noel Williams.
Yeah, maybe I'd take Noel Williams at 100.
No.
Because ESPN Scouts Inc. has him at 96 overall.
Okay.
The Niners met with Quincy Riley. He's 86 overall. That's another guy who's kind of similar.
I was saying the only reason why I was giving you that option to try to go up and actually get a better corner is because I like Billy Bowman out of Oklahoma as well at safety.
Okay.
So, right. And he could get picked up later down the road.
Instead of Makuba at 100, we could do Noel Williams if he falls, and then take the safety later.
That would be dope. Yeah, and then take Billy Bowman later. Yeah. I like him, dog. He's got ball hawking instincts, positional versatility. He can play inside and outside.
Here's what they say about him on ESPN Scouts Inc. He doesn't get caught guarding grass in zone looks. He reads the receiver, gets his eyes on the quarterback when the receiver breaks, and can jump routes and off coverage. Led the FBS with 7 interceptions and returned to kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown. Instinctive open field runner who breaks tackles.
Dude, I'm telling you, like there's this draft is a football player's draft. This is your favorite football player's draft. Like this is for the football heads, right? Like this draft is all about depth, right? If you don't know about a splashy player, then you'll think this draft is average, right? Yeah. If there's nobody just jumping off the screen that everybody's been pounding every week for the past 3 months, you probably think this draft is weak. But if you know ball, I said the toxic quote, if you know ball, this draft is teeming with talent. It's got so much talent in this draft. So
and it's just interesting to me, like the push-pull between offense and defense, Kyle and Saleh, because I'm sure there's players Kyle wants. I'm sure he loves Harold Fannin Jr. I'm sure there's all kind of players, wide receivers, running backs. And Saleh has to really like stand up for himself. It's like, oh, you'd like another weapon? I need a starting defensive tackle. I need a starting will linebacker. I need a number 3 corner. You gutted him, man. Like, okay, like I know you want what you want, but you got to work with me here, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of the Niners picks today were defense, because you're still trying to fill starting positions here.
Yeah.
Starting roles. Yeah.
Yeah. That we're not we're not filling out the roster here. We're filling the roster.
Yeah. If you're competing this year, and it's not all about 2026 and 2027, you got to work with Robert. And what I think was interesting when they made the pick, Jed York tweeted, because, you know, he wants to get in the action. And it was like, Robert Saleh's back in town. # trenches. Like, okay. And you brought this theory up a lot. Like, is he next in line? I don't know. It feels like he's kind of running the show right now. We'll see what happens.
Look, I'll tell you this. If anything, what this is Rob, I bet dollars to donuts that Robert came in there and said, you guys did not tell me y'all was about to do all of this. No. I would not have taken this job had I known that you guys were going to clear shop like this. Yeah. So you got to make me whole. Yeah. All right. Send over a consolation prize of some. This first round pick, everybody in the room better shut the fuck up while I'm talking. Okay? I'm making the pick. Okay?
Yeah. And so, round 2 and round 3.
And round 2 and round 3.
Oh, you lost Dre Greenlaw? You flew to his house and tried to make it work, but you didn't? Great. Right. I need round 2.
Right.
I need round 3.
So you think you're going to come here and use my name as a sacrificial lamb for this shit show?
No.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
No. We will be drafting all defensive players. Thank you.